It's time now to know what's on the front page of the Nigerian newspapers. Joining me is lawyer and social development advocate Jide Ologun, as well as another lawyer and public affairs analyst, Tunji Abdulhamid. Gentlemen, good morning. Thank you for joining us on TVC Breakfast.
Welcome. Good morning.
All right, let's head straight to the papers now, and I begin with the Daily Times. PDP kicks as Senate confirms ex-service chiefs, others as ambassadors designate. To the leadership newspaper now, governors backtrack, say talking to bandits not a bad idea. You find that story on the front page of the leadership newspaper. To the front page of the News Direct now, Mate takeover, heavy explosions rock Maiduguri, scores feared dead. That story on the front page of the Nigerian News Direct. To the Vanguard now, banditry designed to destroy Nigeria. Governors, as Southwest governors vow to fight criminality with every legal means. Herdsmen, farmers now carry AK-47. Northern governors lament, say farmers' herders' crisis would have been averted if livestock plan was implemented. PDP intervenes in Autumn Mohammed's rift over herdsmen bearing AK-47 rifles. And to the front page of the Daily Sun, scores killed, injured as Boko Haram bombs 4 locations in Maiduguri. Commotion as residents are evacuated. Troops reclaim Mate from insurgents, clear landmines. And to the front page of the Daily Trust, Boko Haram, many killed, dozens injured as explosions rocked Maiduguri. 9 boys playing football among the dead. Kaleri, Gwange, Adam Kolo areas affected. Zulum visit hospitals as doctors battle to save victims. Its first major attack on capital in years. And to the front page of the Blueprint now, after 3-year lull on digital switchover, federal government okays 9.4 billion naira for project execution. You find a story on the front page of the Blueprint. To the national economy now, cashless policy. Nigeria may join China, Senegal, 3 others to create own digital currency. That story on the front page of the national economy. To the Business Day now, hike in rates may mark end to cheap consumer credit. Hike in rates may mark end to cheap consumer credit. That story on the front page of the Business Day. To the Guardian now, federal government passes new 10 trillion naira debt to unborn Nigerians. Undermines CBN Act, seeks to restructure overdrafts. Public debt stock to surpass 42 trillion naira. Posterity ill-prepared for mounting liabilities, says Ekpo. And finally, on the front page of the Nation newspaper, Labour rejects plan to allow negotiation of wage by states. House bill to remove workers' pay from exclusive list passes second reading. You find that story on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Gentlemen, I'd like to get your reaction to the incident that took place in Maiduguri yesterday, which is on some of the pages this morning, talking about the battle, the gun battle, or the fight to reclaim Mate by the military, and they had to engage Boko Haram. In Maiduguri, scores were said to have been left dead. 9 boys, if you look at the front page of the Daily Trust, were said playing football were among the dead. A lot of casualties yesterday. But then let's get your reaction. Jide Ologun.
It's quite unfortunate that against the claims that Nigeria is probably safer now than it was in 2015, we still have these incidences. And recall that Boko Haram started around 2002 with a jihadist ideology. And under the principle of reinforcement theory, you can see the lions we have grown out of that idea that could have been, stampeded at that point in time. And unfortunately, it has also battered our economy, and the government is now struggling to retain control over that region. And this terrorism started in what we call the Bay region, the Borno, Adamawa, and Yobe. Now, almost all the parts of the country are groaning under banditry and killings. And it's really, really disturbing that while we should be talking about economic gains that we have been able to put together in the process of managing this country, let's even say in the last 7 years, we are still in a deep state of insecurity. And more worrisome is the fact that the recently removed, or the chief of army staff that resigned, is telling us that we may be in this for another 20 years. I read him saying that earlier. So it becomes by way of perception that this is like a business, this is like, you know, a deliberate and coordinated. But some would say that
your statements are unfounded. Like you said that this could be a business, this could be deliberate, but some would say that we cannot really claim that that is what it is.
How can we not really claim? We have reports out of research. I mean, even if you go on content analysis, Google, you will see, the fraud behind all this. The Mama Boko Haram now is now being prosecuted for some funds mismanaged. And let me ask the big question. In year 2015, I think in March, the total indebtedness of Nigeria was about 12.12 trillion naira. Today is above 30 trillion naira. So have we been able to revive the textile industry? Have we been able to float an airline? Have we been able to revive the economy? Have we been able to exit from being the capital of poverty? Those are the measures you put in place. And we are still, for me, and that is my personal opinion, the state of insecurity in this country is worse. So where's the return on investment?
Right.
Where's the return on investment? And that's why I have held my own position that we are really in a serious crisis. But like you keep saying, the government knows what to do if the will is there to secure the land.
Well, that's supposed to be their responsibility, as defined by the Constitution. Let's get to your point of view with regards to this issue.
It is sad and unfortunate that we are hearing about insecurity every day. There is no day you open our newspapers now on the front pages of a newspaper that will not see issue of people being killed, people being maimed or bomb blast somewhere or something. I think, well, let me also express my condolences to the people who lost their life in that explosion. It's sad and is an evidence of the fact that, look, insecurity is still part of the country, and then we need to do more to ensure that there is a security in the country. So I expect that the government will do more and up their games in terms of providing security for the people. This is just an evidence to say that, look, we have not conquered.
But the government keeps saying it is committed to ensuring the safety of lives and property. So if we're saying they should do more, in what areas?
Yeah, you may be committed, and you may not be getting results. So what I'm saying is that give us results. Be committed and give us results. We need results, not only committed from by saying it. Let's see the action. Let's see how you can see that just 24 hours ago, how many hours ago, the can I say the new chief of staff or the designated chief of staff?
Yeah. Ambassadors designate. Yeah.
No, not that one.
Okay, which one?
The new one that has not been screened.
Yes.
He visited the what's it called? The military, the soldiers in at the camp, and he gave them a certain boost morale. And then within how many hours we were told that they've reconquered Mate. So in other words, that is what we need. We need people that will ginger and give the support to those who are fighting the war, so that they're able to do whatever we are looking for. What we need is not about comments. We don't need statements. We don't need news or whatever. What we need is results. Give us results. Let's get this thing done. Not about we are going to, we are on top of it. We are under it. No. Give us results. Let's get results. Don't let us be under it. Don't let us be under control or whatever. Let's get it done. Let's get results. And then, so like I said again, the government need to do more. And we need not to deceive ourselves by saying they've been conquered. They've not been conquered. They've not been conquered. We need to do more.
when we are talking about government doing more, Judy, are we looking at perhaps, because this is what a lot of experts and a lot of Nigerians are saying, that it seems like the federal government alone cannot handle issues of insecurity, that all levels of government, talking about state, local government, have to begin to be given the responsibility of handling these issues. And so perhaps we should be looking at restructuring, tinkering with the Constitution.
We have over-discussed restructuring. I quite agree that security is everyone's business, and I must commend Nigerians for supporting the government efforts in that direction. I know that in the estates you live, you make contributions to secure the environment, even though it's your constitutional obligation. What else do we need? Someone came out to say that he heard that one of the top people in Nigeria, maybe a governor, was the sponsor of Boko Haram. What have we done with it? The intelligence report, look at what happened in Ondo State. The governor rose up to say, no, we must defend our forests against criminality. Others will rise up and say, no, these people can live anywhere in the country. So where exactly are we going? You can see what is going on between Autumn and the governor of Bauchi State now. The governor made a statement that herders could carry AK-47, even though he's trying to bring in literature to say it was figure of speech. And Autumn is saying, I'm not contending with that. If they must carry AK-47, recall them to your state. I said it purposely, that this cliche of terrorism started in the northeastern part of the country. Now, almost the whole country is getting engulfed with a strategy, constantly changing the name without changing the consequences. Crime is crime. It's now banditry. And there is a report now that they are trying to discuss dialogue with bandits. The Governors Forum are saying that check the definition of bandits. Bandits are robbers who operate in a lawless environment. Are we saying Nigeria is lawless? Are we creating the impression that the bandits and whoever they are overwhelming? The report of Borno State said they are likely to have launched rockets. So where are we going? And we are quick to deny what I feel is going on. And the solution I am profiling, and Dr. Adesina, the president of the African Development Bank, is also speaking in that direction. That can we have a united nation, United States of Nigeria? I mean, what I perceive is a regional battle going on. Because you are now defending, we are now bringing ethnicity, no. There must be prosperity in Nigeria. And how can we get there? Look at the motto of this country. Unity and faith, peace and progress. So if there is no unity, even amongst our leaders now, even when they are within the same party, they speak from different sides of their mouth. Then how can we have faith in the project Nigeria? And if you don't have a sense of belonging as Nigerian being beneficial to all of us, how can we have peace? And in the absence of peace, how can there be progress? In the absence of progress, how can there be prosperity? Right now, herders and farmers are debating AK-47 that should be a weapon for the military, and we are even operating at the agrarian level. When China is already visiting Mars, UAE is exploring Mars. Right. So at the agrarian level, we are not even able to generate prosperity. So when do we get to the secondary level of industrializing the nation? These are my concerns. The government is for a purpose. And it's becoming clearer now that some powerful forces may be behind the terrorism in the country. Let me ask this final question. Some sponsors of Boko Haram were tried and jailed in the UAE. But how many have even been identified in Nigeria here? So what I just want to say is, like I always say, history is recording the characteristics of this regime. And I hope that it will not be on record that this regime has brought the highest level of anguish, pains, poverty, blood, and sorrow to the nation. What we deserve as a people is prosperity. All right, your final words, Tunji Abdulhamid.
Yeah, I think discussing with a bandit or anyone who commits crime in any form is out of it. And it will be discussion, if not punishing or pampering those who commit crime. It's an attempt to say, go ahead and continue. Because people will now see it as a means of well, if I do this, I may be able to achieve something from it. So I think we should not cultivate the habit of saying, let's talk to them, let's discuss with them. Let's see what we can do to conquer them. That's why I say we should do more. We need to do more. We need to jig and look at what are we not doing. Let's do what we are not doing so that we're able to get result from it.
All right.
But discussing with them, I see it as a way of encouraging crime.
All right, we'll leave the conversation here. Now, lawyer and social development advocate Jide Ologun, as well as lawyer and public affairs analyst Tunji Abdulhamid. Thank you for your time on the newspaper review this morning.
God bless Nigeria.